So this is, I kept referencing deceptive shipping practices. So I'm glad we've got the slide here to hit each point one by one. But when we talk about the regulatory expectation increasing, it basically started in March 2019. So the UN puts out some reports on the DPRK for deceptive shipping practices, as you see in front of you. May 2019, the US expands some of those trade sanctions and repeals a waiver on Iranian oil. May 2020 is when you have the OFAC advisory you see before you. It's around 30 pages. The other advisories before that were, 2, 3, 4 pages. So this one was pretty significant. And the reason it was significant is because it had specific guidance for each actor for maritime transportation. Oil companies, ship owners, commodity traders, and financial institutions were also named. So with that, they expected that financial institutions would screen for these deceptive shipping practices beyond just list matching, right? I think a lot of financial institutions are pretty good at just downloading these lists of companies that are either directly sanctioned or have some sort of export controls in a region. But beyond that, you see now we have these 7 deceptive shipping practices that banks are supposed to screen against. And why would, I think I saw it in the chat where there's discussions around what should a bank do versus what should, governments do. And why should a bank have to go into this level because they don't have that access to the data, let's say a government would. But we've come to realize that governments will put this pressure on financial institutions. And one of the stipulations that they put in this advisory is that they add, they meaning banks, add these type of deceptive shipping practices in their contractual language with their clients. The reason is that the governments can't keep up with all of the illegal activity that's occurring. So if they can put pressure on financial institutions and expect the financial institutions to screen against it and make it economically unviable, that's a way for governments to police this up.